Hi guys, welcome back to the Treble Clef Project. It's Arpita, the director of the Alto Saxophone. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the difference between playing classical versus jazz on the alto saxophone. As for myself, I've had experience in both classical and jazz. I've obviously been in classical way longer because of school band, but I've been in jazz band 1 or 2 years, so I got a little experience. For the difference between classical and jazz, they're pretty different, yeah. For jazz, you can think of it as like more like free flowing and like you use a lot of your own creativity, because in most music that I see when I'm playing, there's like a section of it set off for like solos. And for in terms of like your own technique, there's definitely a looser embouchure. And well, there's also for equipment, you can have like different saxes for jazz versus classical, or different mouthpieces. As for classical saxophone playing, which I know a little bit more about because I've been doing it longer, there's a much tighter embouchure because you need a more clean and focused sound when you're playing with, say, a big group of instruments and musicians in, say, an orchestra or a band, because then it's more important for you to like blend in than to exactly stick out. And precision is also really important, and that is done with the use of faster air with sharp tonguing. Using your teeth is also really important because your teeth act as a good buffer when playing. And the embouchure is usually very set, as we're all trying to play around the same. I know through the way that I described it, jazz sounds a lot better. Like, you get to be more creative, you get to have a looser embouchure and all, but it is also quite hard. You have to make your own solos and kind of figure out your own way of playing and like your own tone and sound. For classical, you kind of just do what's on the page. But for jazz, you need a lot more experience, and like in order to have a good solo that like is good, it has a good flow, and like the audience will like it, is pretty hard. So like, I know from the way that I'm explaining it, jazz seems a lot easier, but it's not the case. And yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of differences between playing jazz versus classical on the alto saxophone. It's almost like playing two different instruments, and a lot of people even use different alto saxes to play jazz versus classical. They use different mouthpieces, as the jazz ones have wider mouthpieces. And yeah, I encourage you to try both styles, see what you like. And yeah, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed. Those are just a few differences. There's probably a lot more. And I hope you guys check out the other videos on our channel, and I'll see you guys next time.